Hey, welcome. This anime is crazy dark, but that's why it's so good, and we're here to tell you all about it. You'll want to take notes because this plot is like trying to assemble IKEA furniture with chopsticks, because even plot twists have plot twists. Grab some snacks and let's dive in. It all begins at an orphanage called the Grace Field House. Our three protagonists, Emma, Norman, and Ray, are not your average kids. Meet Emma, the human version of a joyful German shepherd detective. Norman, a calm genius who could probably outsmart your smartphone. And finally, there's Ray, our emo with a golden heart beneath layers of sassy sarcasm. These three have lived their entire lives in Gracefield, and when the youngsters come across a huge gate, they wonder what the outside world has in store.
One day, I want to ride a giraffe.
Aw, what a cute little life goal. Fast forward and they're all 11. Each morning, Emma turns into the human alarm, waking everyone up. She handles the younger kids while Norman and Ray tackle breakfast. Then enters Isabella, the mom of the Gracefield house, ready to eat the kid. Oops, no, sorry. I meant eat with the kids. But wait, what are those numbers tattooed on these youngins? It's fine. These kids are clearly happy and are living the dream. They got food, games, and hardcore schooling. What more could you ask for? Not to mention, Emma, Ray, and Norman are the top 3 super geniuses who score the highest every time. They'll get adopted, no doubt about it. Now, a little info for you. Every child lives in the home till they get adopted, and miraculously, always before turning 12. And the best part, they're never heard from ever again. This all seems normal to me. And look, perfect timing. One of the younger ones, Conny, is getting adopted. After a teary farewell, Mom walks with her to the gate. But uh-oh, Lil Conny forgot her favorite Mr. Bunny. According to Ray, there's still time, so Emma and Norman bolt to the gate to catch her before she leaves. In a rush, they find a truck, which, in their sheltered life, is as mysterious as a dishwasher in the Stone Age. With no one in sight, Emma decides that she'll leave Mr. Bunny at the back of the truck. Wait, you okay, Emma? Come on, what could she possibly be so freaked out about? This is a kid show, it can't be that bad. Not a kid show, not a kid show. Two dead eyes stare back at them. It's Conny, and her heart's been pierced by a soul-sucking flower? Shit! Before they even process this, they hear voices and run to hide underneath the truck. The two try very hard not to scream after seeing 2 skullhead freaks with vertical eyes and nails longer than fingers. They're demons. They put Conny into a liquid to keep her body preserved for selling. Terrible, I know. They also witness the demons talking about how the orphanage is practically a meat farm for them, rearing humans for their consumption. What's more, their perfect loving mom is the demon's side chick. A sniff moment from one of the demons nearly blows their cover, but Emma and Norman escape successfully. However, they're shaken to their core by this revelation. Emma starts freaking, crying her eyes out. Norman can only console her, stating their new mission, a strategic escape for them and their orphanage pals, because being on a demon's dinner menu is not on their bucket list. Meanwhile, Mom finds Mr. Bunny and knows someone was there. The incident has taken a toll on Emma, which is why she wakes up with a nightmare and doesn't behave like her cheerful self the next morning. But Norman reminds her to keep smiling since Mama Isabella doesn't know it was them who left Mr. Bunny. The next day, using his mega mind, Norman deduces from the demon's conversation that each kid's fate is based on their scores after turning 6. Low scores mean a higher chance of being shipped early, as the demons prefer the smart ones to grow and develop for high quality meat. And once they hit 12, there's no escape. They're shipped no matter what. 2 months left until the next shipment, and they start planning for a grand escape to save everyone. Emma and Norman opt for the forest route, leap the short fence, but hit a roadblock, a thick wall. And their wall climbing discussion is interrupted since time to get back to the house. They all gather outside, but one of the kids is missing. So Mama Isabella takes out her powder puff and smiles, looking at it. No, she doesn't need a touch-up, but rather a tracking device presumed by Norman, which implies that all the kids have trackers implanted so she can keep an eye on their movements. They think Mom is already suspicious of them, making it challenging to keep a happy face around an evil mother like her. But Emma somehow manages to pull an award-winning performance. Later, for their grand escape plan, the duo swipes tablecloths for wall climbing, stashing them in a tree. But they're caught by Ray, who bullies them into spilling the beans about the other night. So, the two spill some beans. Ray quickly grasps the situation, but isn't keen on saving everyone. Emma's all for rescuing all 37 kids. But Ray thinks the toddler army won't fare well in this demon world and suggests leaving the young ones behind.
Nope, we're taking everyone.
We won't survive!
We're still taking everyone.
Ugh, Norman, help me out here.
I just want to make Emma happy. Looks like we're taking everyone.
なのにどうして好きだから
Back at the house, the three are in for a surprise when Mama introduces them to their new baby sister, Carol, and a new helper, a 6-foot adult named Sister Krone. In other words, another pair of watching eyes. The two women act all buddy-buddy in front of the kids, but behind the scenes, they're not exactly besties. Mom reveals to Sister Krone that a kid knows the truth about the farm, setting Krone into a frenzy, wanting to report it, but strict Isabella wants her to chill and just observe. Krone agrees, but secretly plans to use this opportunity to later replace Isabella as the new house mom. If she finds the truth-knowing kids, she can report it and get Isabella fired. She also has a comforting creepy doll that she tells all this to. Clearly a tad obsessed with the whole ordeal. Meanwhile, after the three talk, Emma checks Carol, the youngest, for a fresh transmitter scar, and voila! She finds a small bump behind Carol's ear, the tracker, but the bump seems to vanish over time. Relaying the tracker info, Ray takes up the task of figuring how to break them, but can't do much yet. So they focus on ninja training the other kids with a game of tag, secretly preparing for the great escape. Sister Krone wants to join, inviting herself. It's a 20-minute chase showdown and she's it. She catches kid after kid with her crazy adrenaline, strength, and stamina, including Emma, but fails to get Norman and Ray, which irks her. In the evening, the trio wonders why Mom brought Sister Krone to the house. Mama Isabella seems to know specific details of their escape plan. It can't be Krone since she's not always with them. So Norman figures there must be a child mole among them feeding info to Mom. Norman proposes involving two suspicious older kids, Dawn and Gilda, in their secret escape plan. This way, they could possibly uncover the mole and get help training the youngsters. In their meeting, they tell them Mom is selling the kids to bad people, but refrain from telling the truth about poor Conny and the demons, since Dawn was Conny's best friend. Instead, they mention witnessing Conny being taken away, unveiling why they never hear from the previous kids. Dawn and Gilda are on board with the plan, and after, Ray urges Norman to tell them the truth about Conny's death, but Norman wants to wait, suspecting one of them as the mole. He sets a trap, claiming he told Dawn the escape rope is under his bed and Gilda that it's in the second floor bathroom ceiling. Now, we all think it's Gilda, since late at night she meets with Sister Krone, getting interrogated pretty hard, but nope, confirmed by Emma. Gilda is not the spy. That leaves Dawn. As anticipated, the next day, Norman and Ray check under Norman's bed for the rope. It's gone.
Looks like Dawn is the official mole.
Actually, the mole is you, Ray.
Dang, Norman! He's smart. Totally tricked Ray. Knowing he's been found out with his crazy look, Ray admits to being Mom's accomplice in exchange for not being shipped and receiving various rewards from the outside. And thanks to Mom's rewards, he has been secretly working on a device that will break the trackers. He's been planning an escape for a long time, but just for the three of them, Ray agrees to still work with Emma and Norman, but on one condition. When the time comes, they must abandon the others and at most take Dawn and Gilda. Oh, and don't tell Emma about it. Norman reluctantly agrees, but has a secret plan that we're not special enough to know yet. The next day, Ray blurts out to Emma that he is the mole, and she almost explodes from confusion. Norman explains that Ray is an ally, not a foe, and will help them escape by giving false info to Mom. Later that evening, Gilda and Emma notice Mom disappears at the same time daily, making them suspect a hidden room that is probably used to contact the place that supplies babies. They are eager to know what is inside, Dawn especially. However, Ray shuts him up, feeling it's way too risky.
Go make dinner, Dawn.
Pissed off, his eagerness to save Conny takes over. He and Gilda investigate Mom's room, find it locked, but using Don's pickpocketing skills, they acquire the key. Inside, they find Lil Bunny, along with tons of other toys from shipped kids, along with the communication device. Meanwhile, Ray and Norman decide to visit the library, for Emma has found a secret about the outside world. There, she pulls out a book by William Minerva, a man who has been sending secret messages using Morse code through his books, in hopes of telling the kids the truth and saving them. This raises their hopes that a human society exists. Seeing the toys, the duo conclude that Conny and the others might be dead. Barely escaping the room, Dawn is furious that the three lied. They confront each other, and after learning the truth, Dawn releases the punches. No worries though, they're all kids, so they make up, feeling they can rely on Dawn and Gilda for their great escape. The next day, Emma tells Norman about a plan she has devised to help everyone escape, but we don't get to hear about it yet. Meanwhile, Dawn collects some chemicals needed for the escape, and the four regroup in the woods to talk more about their plans to break the trackers, while Ray distracts Mom and gives her false info, telling her Norman plans to eliminate her with poison. But now that she knows, she just decides to handle it tomorrow. However, she also reveals that the next shipment will be Ray on his 12th birthday. Back to the woods.
It's nice that Ray is distracting Mom, but it would sure suck if Sister Krone found out our plans.
Don't even worry. There's no way she'll find out. Oh, shit.
They all get caught and are immediately shipped, and all die. Not really, but hey, if you enjoyed that and want to keep up with this series, I want you to like and subscribe using your Megamind. And I'll see you in the next one. Later.